Coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Mahomes to throw on second down. Conley's got it over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And a short gain here down to the 22. Darren Lee there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down at 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. And the kick by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
After after the field goal. Here's Butker to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Now they try the right side here. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And they'll run it here. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can. And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go play action with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On third down, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They go play action. Now Mahomes toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. And here's Marshall. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On second down, here's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. Third down here.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll run with Marshall. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now a first carry for their fullback. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
This is Marshall, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Now they'll throw with Mahomes going up top. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Mahomes now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a first and 10. Now Marshall. And a solid run down inside the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. they're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Second and goal from the 1. They get it to him running left. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now this time Mahomes will throw. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They were looking for Marshall that time. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
14. Check 50, check 50. Cut. 14.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Let's go, 14. Spread left, spread left. Go. 14, run it.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the outside. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
12. Gotta go. Spread left.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Able to get there and pick it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
14.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go.
To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Sometimes one little event in a play, it can throw everything off, like the butterfly effect. I think that's what we saw that time.
Yeah, you're talking about he gets knocked down at the line of scrimmage. That throws the play awry. So now he's got to exit out of the pocket. And just think, if he doesn't have that happen, maybe the play goes the way he wants to, and he's able to get a completion downfield. In this case, incomplete pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now here on EA Sports. Mahomes going to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 66 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a handoff looking right. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter,
that's caught inside the 20. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 52 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To throw on second down. Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
Tempo. Shotgun.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 11. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They go play action here on first down. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Still fighting. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 53 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Mahomes to throw on second down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Shaq Thompson coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Now Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Shaq Thompson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Marquette King now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Come on. 12, 12, 12. 14, 14. Single, slot. Hey, gun.
Now Wilson on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Zero. 14. Single, slot. Hey, spot that. Spot left. 56 to Mike.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Kansas City, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.